welcome to week 3 of your Fit to Run homework. So today for your homework you're going to need a yoga block or a book, something that can elevate you off the floor, your long band and then your massage ball. We're going to start today with some foot rolling as we always do, so let's get the foot moving. This week's focus is very much about the knee, so integrating a little bit of knee work with the ankle stability work that we've been doing and then starting to build up into the hip. So it's kind of the missing link between the foot and the hip. Whenever we work the knee, of course we are working the muscles upwards as well, so it's quite hard to isolate just the knee. So you'll find today that your legs will feel like they've done a little work. So we're going to roll the foot, remembering from big toe to heel, right, lively ball, and then going through big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and so on, until we get to our little toe, and then repeat. Then big toe onto the ball, and let's start that step forwards and backwards. So mobilising the Achilles a little bit, mobilising through that plantar fascia on the sole of your foot. Hopefully by now we're becoming pros at this one now. Think back to your first week when it was like, oh, the big toe doesn't want to move. Hopefully it's a little more mobile. And then let's go 2 more times. And then once more. And then let's have a go on the other side. Of course, if you want to do a little bit more foot-focused work, don't forget there is that foot video in the members area. So do view that one as well if you want to do a little bit more work on the feet. So rolling through the foot. So we've got some balance work today. We've got a little strength work. So there's an exercise using the standing blocks. When we get to it, you'll know which one I mean. Right, let's go. Big toe onto the ball, and then rocking forwards and back. So yeah, so really, really lovely balance and strength work today. So combining 2 things that are really, really pivotal for your running. We're just going to do a few little warm-ups first. Okay, last couple of these then. Hopefully that's working the feet up nicely. And then resting there. Good. Right, so we're going to rise up into tiptoes. And just find some balance, so hands on hips or hands to the side, wherever's best. And then what I'd like us to do is to keep the hips nice and level. So we're thinking of our spirit level on our hips, and then from here we're landing one heel down. What I'd like us to think of is staying so nice and still here, rather than this, kind of this twisting motion. So keeping perfectly level across the pelvis. Starting to teach the body to keep the pelvis stable as we transition from left to right. That's our first exercise. Second one, we're going to just take some rises and lowers. Let's wake these ankles up, wake the feet up. Let's take 5 more, still trying to think of that level pelvis. Lovely. If you can grab for me your band, that would be great. So taking hold of your band. So this one kind of has 2 benefits to it. A little work through the working leg and a lot of work through our stabilising leg. So you're going to hook the band under your knee. I'm going to flip sideways so you can see what we're doing. So keeping the pelvis level, think of that spirit level. We're going to lift the knee, extend, lift, lower. Lift, extend. Join me as soon as you're ready. We're going to aim to do 10 of them. And 3. And 4. And you see what I mean about one leg is working really hard at moving, and the other leg is working really hard at keeping you nice and still. Good. As you extend, just be really mindful that we don't lock the knee, so we're not snapping the knee here. It's a definite push away. Let's do a couple more on this side. And then the last one. You should be feeling a little work going on in the opposite hip. And then have a little rest. Right, we're going to switch over. Same thing on the other leg. extend, lift and lower. Still and level through the pelvis. And up and lower. Thinking of you breathing nice and calmly. Now in our class we talked about nose breathing, so I'd love for you to try and do a little nose breathing. So in through the nose, out through the nose. Remember we said it's better for our respiratory system to do that and better for our immune system, which at the moment we want to make sure we're keeping our immune system in perfect condition. Good, let's take last two now then. And then last one. Okay, this time round we're going to switch back onto that first leg and we're going to do the same in reverse. So popping your foot around the band, it goes, lift the knee, extend, lift and lower. Of course there is going to be a slight tilt forwards as you extend that leg away. You can see which one's my harder exercise out for two, can't you? So up, extend backwards, push away with the heel and then lower. Again, lifting up. Extend, feel that work through the hamstrings and through the bottom, through the backs of the knee as well. Lift, extend, lift and lower. Let's go two more. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Last one. And done. Good. Right, let's switch over. You might need to just unravel your band. If it's anything like mine, it's kind of stuck together. Okay, same thing on the other side. Ready. So let's stand tall. Spirit level nice and even. So up, back, up and down. Thinking of the toes in your supporting leg. Try and keep them nice and long so they're not bunched up tight. That's it, good, nicely done. And you might notice one side feels a little easier than the other. You can certainly see from my point of view this is my much easier side, so I know which one I need to work on. And then last couple. And done. Good. Right, give your legs a little breather. So next up you're going to need your block. So if you don't have a block like this, then a book, or like if you have a little step or something, not too high, just literally about, what's that, 3 inches I guess, 3 at most. You're going to stand one leg onto the block. Now at this point you may actually want to have something to lean onto. So I'm going to demonstrate this next to my wall so that I can show you perfectly without wobbling. So we're going to take a squat to the front and up, down and up. So bend and lift. Right, let's join me as soon as you're ready. We're aiming for 10. So count your 10 and 9 and 8. If you can, let go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Good. Now, same thing going to the side. So tap and up, spin, hopefully you can see, and 3 and 4 and 5. And what we're looking for is the knee to stay in line with the toes. And 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Good. Then you can see where we're going to go with this. We go behind. So there will be a slight lean forwards. 1, 2, and a little wobble maybe. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then have a rest. Now, if you're anything like me, you've got a bit of a burn going on in your glutes and your quads there. Right, let's have a go on the other side. If you want to hold on to something, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, our goal is over the weeks we want to try and come away from having to hold something. So if you can let go, then do. Right, are we ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing nice and steady. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go to the side for 10, 9, 8. Keep that knee in line with the toe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the back, coming down, up, down, up. Trying your best to keep those hips nice and level. 5, 6, 7, getting a bit of a burn now. 8, 9, and 10. And then have a rest. Right, give those legs a little breather. We're going to head down towards the floor. So I'm just going to grab my mat. If you want to grab yours too. And then what we're going to do here is have one leg straight, one leg bent. We're going to take our block this way round. Taking a slight lean backwards, so we're going to keep nice and strong through the back, nice and strong through the belly. We're going to lift the leg up, pop it down. It goes up, across, down. And I'd love to see sharp corners, so up, across, down, rather than a rainbow shape. Okay, let's give it a go. We're going to aim for 10. Up, across, down. Up, across, down. That's 2. Up, across, down. That's 3. And you can see, if you look down at your leg, you can see your quads working. So your quadriceps, there's 4 of them, attaching from varying points on the front of the hip, down towards varying points on or around the knee. I've lost count. I think this is 6. It might be 8, but we'll go another pair now. So up, across, down, up, across, down. Good. Right, let's switch over. So lifting up as tall as you can, back nice and straight. Off we go. Up, across, down. Up, across, down. And when we lower down, we're going to try to lower quite gently, rather than drop the leg. So up, over, down, up, over, down. Again, feeling those quads working nicely. Obviously the quad helps look after that knee. Across, down. I think we have one more. If we don't, then we do down. And done. Good. Right, once we're in this position, we're going to move straight then into our reverse plank. We're nearly there now. So your fingertips are going to come underneath your hands. We're going to lift for 3 seconds. So drive the heels into the floor and then lift up. 1, 2, 3. And then lower. Same thing again, lifting up. Drive the heels down. So press the heels into the floor. Chin lifted slightly. And then lower. Same thing again, breathing in, breathing out. So this is helping to strengthen the whole of our posterior chain, so the back side of our body. So you can feel your calves, your hamstrings, your bottom, your lower back, in between the shoulders, right the way up through into the backs of the arms. So the whole of the back side of the body working hard in unison. That's our point here. Let's do 3 more. So lift, 2, 3, and down, breathing in, breathing out, lift, 2, 3, and then once more. Keep pushing downwards with the heels, up, 2, 3, and then rest. Right, coming on to all fours, we should feel like the backs of the legs have done a little work. So we're going to come up into a kneeling lunge position. From here, we're going to start with a rock forwards and then a rock back. So we come into the leg and backwards. You can, if you want to, start to use your blocks here. So if you find that helps, come into this position here, then do. So down and then back. Starting to make this a slightly deeper stretch, so you can see we're now creating a bit of a C shape in the back, taking that whole posterior chain stretch. And then if you want to, we can start then to curl the toes up. So press the foot down, curl it up, and down, and up. Let's go 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Let's have a go on the other side. So find that nice neutral position, push forwards into the hip, release it back. Down and back. If you can, start to bring the hands a little closer towards the floor, creating that deeper stretch. Then, if you want a little more, peel those toes upwards. So lifting up and forwards, and lift. Forwards and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Last 2, and then last 1. And then resting there. Lovely. Right, there is your homework for week 3. A nice combination of some foot warm-ups, some ankle warm-ups, some strength work for those thighs, and then finally some strength work for the posterior chain, that lovely reverse plank, and then finishing off with that beautiful release through the hips and through the hamstrings. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you can practice this a couple of times between now and when I see you again for our next session. Right, if there's any questions, let me know.